Indeed she is.
The following contest is a Falls Count Anywhere match.
Go ahead, Byron. Tell us about how inspired you are.
Not just me, Corey, but the entire WWE Universe. Nikki Bella, she is fearless. She is driven.
Great role model as well. You should strive to be more like Nikki Bella. Got 2 television shows, former champion. The world wouldn't know what to do with 2 of me.
Oh, gosh, don't even let us think about it.
Shut up, Byron. The baddest woman on the planet is here.
There is only one.
Rowdy Ronda Rousey.
And her opponent, from Venice Beach, California, the baddest woman on the planet, Rowdy Ronda Rousey.
Ronda Rousey's got her game face locked. She is ready to compete.
She felt that one. You could feel the electricity running through this arena. This is going to be some battle. One-on-one, mano-a-mano.
And the beauty of this Falls Count Anywhere match means we might just have the deciding fall take place right here in front of us.
She's driven to the mat hard.
Momentum not on Nikki Bella's side here.
She's in there with some stiff competition tonight.
You know, she's the kind of competitor that actually likes getting hit. It motivates her. And this might just be what she needs to put her over the top, believe it or not.
Ronda Rousey is, of course, one of the most famous athletes in the world. More so, she's one of the most famous stars in the world. And she got that way by beating people up and taking their arm. She is solely focused on that arm.
Oh, the arm's trapped.
Well, if that's any indication, she's not taking any prisoners in this one.
Adding to what Michael said about Ronda being a huge star, when she entered the WWE, that bright light and media attention that follows her really brought a spotlight to the women's evolution and its superstars.
Yeah, you'll get a lot of publicity, a lot of notoriety from stepping into Ronda's spotlight. But touching fists, that's different. It's always fun to go to the zoo until you fall into the lion's den. Rousey, case in point.
Watching Nikki Bella out there, I can't help but think of all the different lives she's had. Reality TV star, actress, businesswoman, and one of the most recognizable faces in WWE.
She's not playing any games tonight. Everyone better watch out.
Even me. Oh, man, she's rolling now.
Oh, man. Byron mentioned Nikki Bella's many lives, but the one that matters most is the one that brought Nikki a record-setting reign as women's champion.
Yeah, that championship reign began with a little help from her sister, and it didn't end until she held the title for 301 days. A lot of damage taken on by Nikki Bella. I'm not sure how this is going to pan out.
She may very well have reached the point of no return.
This is all but over.
Man, if you have...
Oh, no!
Nikki is hurting now, guys.
Real quick, in case we have any newbies watching, a Falls Count Anywhere match means that this contest can literally end anywhere. Simple, right? Even Saxton can understand those rules.
It's got to be over now. Look at this. She's so dangerous.
In describing this match, Corey, you said it can end anywhere, which means we could see this match conclude in the ring, the stands, the locker room. Heck, it could even end outside the streets.
And on top of that, it's worth noting that anything is legal in this match, guys. The only rule is there are no rules. Guys, the most important thing for a superstar to remember in a Falls Count Anywhere match is that anything goes. And I do mean anything.
I hope someone uses you as a weapon, Saxton.
So damaging.
That'll rearrange her face.
Well, she wants this win bad.
Look at her go.
As Byron mentioned, anything goes in this one, which means we're likely to see a liberal use of weaponry here tonight.
No disqualification also means that anybody can interfere, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Tags her with the uppercut. She's starting to get on a roll. There's no taller order in WWE than attempting to defeat the baddest woman on the planet. Byron, how can any woman gain a victory over Ronda Rousey?
Well, obviously, training is the utmost importance as Ronda approaches every fight with a lot of preparation. But here's the thing. Ronda has been training her whole life. How do you overcome that?
We talked about strategy going into a match with Ronda Rousey. Byron says it's almost impossible. Corey, would you agree?
Yeah, the only strategy I'd employ is depending on luck. Rousey's MMA losses came when she was surprised by a miracle strike, so any competitor has to hope they hit that lucky shot too.
Ronda Rousey's done playing. Well, guys, the referee should have it relatively easy here tonight because, as you know, in a Falls Count Anywhere match, anything goes.
Look at these two giving it their all. There's absolutely no quit in them tonight. Nicely done.
Hard to argue your take on this match, Michael. When there are no rules to enforce, the official's sole responsibility in a match like this is to simply declare the victor.
Yeah, the referee may only have one job, but I'm still willing to bet he finds a way to mess it up.
On a slam.
One move after the other. It's devastating.
On a slam. Oh, straight forearm. It's day one of arriving in WWE. Ronda Rousey has always said she wants to earn what she gets.
Rousey has all the money she ever needed and all the time she ever wanted to spend it. But she chose to pursue this career as a WWE superstar to show that she is more than just a fighter.
Speaking about Ronda earning her keep, Byron alluded to how Ronda isn't here for a quick cash grab. She's here to be the best. That said, some of our female superstars are a little embarrassed with the attention and opportunities Ronda's had.
Well, major opportunities came quickly for Ronda, true, but remember, she was challenged into them. She came into WWE with a humble attitude to rise up the ranks, but she just found herself at...
Ronda Rousey's done playing. Ronda Rousey, this is all but over.
That's it. That's what she needed. Jeez, and I don't like Nikki Bella's chances in this one.
When it comes to Falls Count Anywhere matches, for my money,
Ronda Rousey's done playing. Ronda Rousey, this is all but over.
Nikki is hurting now, guys.
Oh, no. She's in a bad way now.
Wow, she's fought her way all the way back here.
Look at this. She lets her out.
she better have a good reason for this, Cole, because she just had her seconds away from tapping, I think.
Speaking of that classic Charlotte-Sasha encounter Corey mentioned, we should add that it was the first time ever that the Women's Championship changed hands in a Falls Count Anywhere match.
And guys, I will never forget the image of Charlotte tapping out to that unique bank statement in the crowd, surrounded by the WWE Universe.
Wow, if that's any indication, she's not taking any prisoners in this one.
You know, despite Ronda's rigorous training at the Performance Center and continuous improvement in the ring, there was a time when Ronda Rousey felt she couldn't call herself a WWE superstar yet, like she didn't earn it, Byron.
Well, her outlook changed quickly at SummerSlam, though, Michael. I think becoming Raw Women's Champion certainly earns Ronda the right to call herself a WWE superstar now.
You fellas bringing up Ronda Rousey's first Women's Championship win reminded me of all the naysayers that have doubted it. Let me tell you, the worst bet to make is to doubt Ronda Rousey.
Well, Corey, those that said she can't only dared her to be great. That so-called overhyped and overrated rookie was fueled to become the Raw Women's Champion in only the third match of her career.
Got it.
You know, I'd say the Falls Count Anywhere match was popularized back in the Attitude Era, but before that, I remember Pat Patterson and Sergeant Slaughter's famous 19...
Ronda Rousey's done playing. What a treat we have here with WWE Women's Superstars in action. As Byron mentioned, the Pat Patterson-Sergeant Slaughter alley fight had many of the elements of a Falls Count Anywhere match. Most notably, I'd say, was the heavy weapon usage.
Yeah, that match had everything from cowboy boots to brass knuckles, but more importantly, weren't you born in 1981, Saxton?
Good point.
She has some reason to be concerned here. When she agreed to this match, she knew this wasn't going to be easy.
Pump the brakes a bit, Cole. I know exactly what you're thinking, and I can tell you with all certainty, she still has plenty of gas left.
She goes for the cover.
Come on, how is she still going here?
Yeah, it's going to take more than that. She is on fire.
Nikki Bella is showing no respect. Does she ever?
You know, I'd say the Falls Count Anywhere match was popularized back in the Attitude Era, but before that, I remember Pat Patterson and Sergeant Slaughter's famous 1981 alley fight, which many consider to be the precursor to Falls Count Anywhere.
Ronda Rousey's done playing.
We're witnessing a level of punishment that can only be described as severe.
Now that got those shoulders on the mat. As Byron mentioned, the Pat Patterson-Sergeant Slaughter alley fight had many of the elements of a Falls Count Anywhere match. Most notably, I'd say, was the heavy weapon. Ronda Rousey's done playing. Well done.
She's back in full control now. Clearly not afraid.
Ronda Rousey, this is all but over.
Nikki is hurting now, guys. How is Nikki Bella going to remain alive?
For some reason, she lets it go.
Did you ever stop to think that she might have something else planned here? Real quick, in case we have any newbies watching, a Falls Count Anywhere match means that this contest can literally end anywhere. Simple, right? Even Saxton can understand those rules.
You got to wear your opponent down. Find that little weakness that could help you end up with a victory.
In describing this match, Corey, you said it can end anywhere, which means we could see this match conclude in the ring, the stands, the locker room. Heck, it could even end outside the streets. And on top of that,
she goes for the cover.
This singles contest has a victor.
Let's take another look at these ladies going toe-to-toe.
When any superstar, man or woman, is able to find a way to win a match as entertaining and action-filled as that one, they should be grateful and really proud. Some great stuff.
The baddest woman on the planet, Rowdy Ronda.
Incredible. This has to be it. That's how you make an impact. When she gets in attack mode, look out. The following contest is a Hell in a Cell match. And from Orlando, Florida, weighing in at 210 pounds, Cole Quinn.
Two of WWE's toughest prepare to do battle here tonight inside Hell in a Cell.
And guys, if you think this structure looks big on television, try sitting next to it. It is absolutely enormous.
The monster among men is here.
And weighing in at 385 pounds, Braun Strowman.
The earth is trembling with each step.
I would do anything.
He's inflicting some serious pain here.
What's coming next?
Taking their time. Ah, punch to the gut.
I'll take the wind right out of you.
Nicely executed.
Caught with the elbow.
Right on the jaw.
Oh, what impact.
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
Back in the ring again.
Dropped him with a big shoulder tackle.
He's starting to show signs of fatigue. We all know, though, this guy has plenty of fight left in him.
This is nothing, Cole. As this match marches on, he's going to be put through a heck of a lot more than this.
As you may remember, Kurt Angle actually fired Braun Strowman back in January of 2018. And guys, I can't help but wonder how different the WWE landscape would be if that firing actually stuck. Ah, punch to the gut.
I'll take the wind right out of you.
On the topic of Strowman's temporary firing, I could think of more than a few superstars who wished it stuck. Kane and The Bar immediately come to mind, considering what he did to them at the Royal Rumble and WrestleMania, respectively.
I don't disagree, Saxton, but let's be honest. The true highlight from Strowman's firing was when he launched Michael Cole off the Raw stage like a lawn dart.
That was kind of funny.
Shut up.
And that one grounds him.
I didn't realize he had such a glass jaw.
Comes up big with the reversal. I feel a little silly asking this, given that there is probably no good answer. But, Corey, how do you beat Braun Strowman?
Well, you're right, Cole. That is a silly question because there's no blueprint when it comes to defeating a monster like Braun Strowman. The best advice I would give, I guess, is try to chop him down to size.
Byron, Corey suggests trying to chop Braun Strowman down to size as a possible strategy against the monster among men. What do you think? Would that strategy work against Strowman?
Well, it's certainly worth a shot. If you take out Strowman's legs, then it becomes a mat game. I mean, you're probably going to get crushed, but maybe not as badly. Real quick, let's remind everybody that there are no rules inside a Hell in a Cell, meaning
That lands.
And we're underway. Looking at these two men, I don't think there's going to be anything traditional about this one-on-one matchup.
And guys, you can almost literally feel the electricity in the air for this Hell in a Cell match.
Oh, I think this man means business.
Just an awesome shoulder tackle.
I'll be shocked if that's not it. He's inflicting some serious pain here. He's starting to stumble here. He looks incredibly motivated, though. Don't expect him to be down for long.
Hey, you're going to absorb some punishment in a wrestling match. It just goes along with the territory, and he knows that. I doubt he's all that concerned at this point.
This is all part of the process, guys. He knew he would take on some offense here tonight. He just has to make sure he keeps it to a minimum.
I can't tell you how many victims have suffered the same fate.
Ah, punch to the gut.
I'll take the wind right out of you.
Nice move.
Super kick!
You know, no matter how many times I see a Hell in a Cell match, I'm always amazed at what these competitors are willing to put
themselves through in an environment like this. For whatever reason, when the Hell in a Cell structure is in place, superstars willingly push the boundaries of punishment.
And then there's people like Shane McMahon who just take that to a whole other level.
Braun Strowman. Oh, I think this man means business.
Guys, we oftentimes talk about the dangers of competing inside Hell in a Cell. Well, let's not forget these competitors aren't the only ones in there. It could be just as dangerous for the official as well. Nicely done.
I agree with Michael's point on
Braun Strowman is getting ready here.
Oh, Braun Strowman slamming into the mat.
That should do it.
That is exactly what Braun Strowman needed.
I just can't get over the physicality of this match. It has been absolutely brutal.
Look out, Braun Strowman is measuring.
Of course, guys, we all remember the 1998 battle between Mankind and Undertaker. And all these years later, fans still refer to it as one of the greatest Hell in a Cell matches of all time.
You have to wonder what's going through these guys' minds in a match of this magnitude.
As Michael was saying, I will never forget the Mankind-Undertaker match. Just the sight of Mankind flying through the air is something that will be ingrained in my memory forever.
Yeah, and while Mankind's the story of that match, I think a lot of people forget it was actually Undertaker who walked out of that match victorious.
So punishing. Braun Strowman is on the attack.
Clothesline.
Good Lord.
So effective. Oh, and that's some serious damage to the back of the neck. When it comes to Braun Strowman, Corey, I'd say the Macho Man has become the most destructive WWE superstar in history, and in short order.
Yeah, Braun Strowman definitely takes inflicting pain to a whole new level, but he's fine with destroying inanimate objects too, especially vehicles.
To further demonstrate the destruction of Strowman that you guys mentioned, we've seen him pick up a limo with Elias inside, and he's overturned the WWE's production trailer. Then, at WrestleMania, he crushed a parade float.
And then there's the wonderful moments where Braun mixes destruction with pain. Before their Royal Rumble match, Braun used a grappling hook to pull a giant lighting rig onto Kane and Brock Lesnar. That's why we now have a no grappling hooks backstage policy.
You know, guys, it's not uncommon for superstars to practice a little hyperbole when it comes to nicknames. For example, King Kong Bundy isn't really a walking condominium, but when it comes to Braun Strowman, there is no more fitting moniker than the monster among men.
So it's kind of like when they call you JR Jr., right?
I've never heard that one. Strowman. This is not going to be good at all.
Oh, my gosh, from what heights?
Game, set, match. This one is over.
There may be no coming back from that slam, Cole.
Braun Strowman truly is a monster among men, as Byron pointed out. Even on the rare occasion he's outsized, I'd say it's Strowman's physical ferocity that makes him truly unstoppable.
I couldn't agree more, Cole. Just go back and look at what Strowman was able to do against the taller Big Show. I mean, at one point, Strowman threw Show right through a steel cage. Of course, guys, we all remember when the Hell in a Cell debuted in 1997 and how harrowing the structure looked. But it's worth noting that the cell has become even more ruinous in recent years.
Takes him down in a major way, too.
Strowman is feeling it right here.
You know, Corey's point about the cell evolving in recent years is absolutely right. In fact, Byron, the structure is now well over 5 tons. And he's going for the pin. Digging deep for a kick out.
How'd he do that?
And here's the monster among men. Corey, look at the toe.
Hellacious power slam.
Here's his moment, Michael.
There's the pinfall and the victory.
WWE scholars in the future will look back at this Hell in a Cell match as one of the greatest of all time.
We all knew the situation was going to explode sooner rather than later. He's inflicting some serious pain here.
Strowman is taking no prisoners right here.
The monster among men picks his opponent up.
Oh, Braun Strowman slamming into the mat.
This one's over, guys.
Hey, practice makes perfect, right?